Hey, everybody, welcome back to Inside the Line. For 18 plus years, I've been in the movie and television business, and for 11 of those years, I worked on the TV show Modern Family. So today we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at episode 103, Come Fly With Me. And I'm going to give you some insights, maybe a few jokes, and we're just going to enjoy ourselves and really take a good look and get some reactions on episode 103. So let's do it. All right. Let's do a little of this. Let's do a little of this. We'll do a little of this. We'll get ready and go.
I'm pretty sure this is a typo.
Pretty sure this is a typo.
Hobbies. Manny's father had many hobbies. Like
all right, so if you want to take a look,
that kind of skiing that they drop you from the.
We actually, there's two ways of doing stuff.
I invited you, so you go.
All right, so we'll take a look at this.
It needs to be closed, right, Jay?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, so if you look at the box here, there's two ways of doing this. So you either send it out and have it done at a house like ISS or Earl Hayes or the hand prop room, and they'll create that. It's very expensive. Or you can do it yourself, which means you measure it out. You have either a graphic designer that you've hired make the graphics for you, or you do it yourself, and then you print them out and you attach them to the box, which is what we did here. Because if you look at these edges right here along the box, you see how it's kind of cut up and stuff. We had to cut that box down a little bit to make it fit. And then if you look right here at these edges, you can see it's actually coming up a little bit. So it'll be here where it's coming up a little bit, and then you see these trimmed pieces off the edges right there. So you can see that we actually did this one in-house. And, you know, there's some small inconsistencies, but we did a pretty good job. I think it looks pretty good. Probably not as good as if we would have sent it out, but these early days, we didn't really, have the budget. We were trying to save money. We were trying to spend money in better spots. And so we did this one ourselves. But I think it still looks good, or, good enough for government work.
Jay and I are buds, for sure, but with kind of an invisible asterisk. He's not a talker.
Infamous.
Or
right here. The infamous fruit bowl. Bags, who was our DP, didn't like that. It was too tall, cutting away. It was always in the way. Never, ever liked that fruit bowl right there. But it survived. I don't know how long it survived, but it survived for a good long time.
a hugger. Once he ran over my foot with his car.
Look how busy that back
to be
counter
fair,
is
yeah,
there.
just giving up smoking. But basically, we're buds.
Josh did a nice job just making that full.
Do you have to just stand there? You're making me feel uneasy.
Oh.
For God's sake, sit here. Here, hold this wing like this while I adjust this. Come on, here. Not too hard.
It's so
Alex,
good.
Why don't you
Those
come
two are
shopping
so
with
good
me?
together.
Maybe I can help you find something that you like.
Now can I try it?
No.
No.
I should get one of those. I've always loved planes. If things had gone a little differently in my life, I think I would have been a pilot. Hey, what would happen if you turned the remote off and then back on real fast?
Yeah, you'd have been a great pilot.
So can you do a loop-de-loop?
If I wanted to.
No way! Can I try it?
No.
Oh,
I can see why you like this. It's so peaceful.
so
The
this.
whole world just disappears out here.
This day was out at the field in, oh man, probably out by Balboa. I think there's a field out there. It was somewhere in that general area, and it was hot, and it was actually, I don't want to say muggy, but still. So it was there wasn't a whole lot of a breeze. I don't remember, and I remember that as we were shooting this sequence throughout the day, I won't say who. I'm not going to shout them out, but somebody actually fell asleep during the take, and you could actually hear them, not like sawing logs, but there was a little bit of snoring going on, and everybody's just like, as the take was progressing, they're like, huh, okay. But you know what? Guys, when you work a lot of hours in this business, and you get tired, and when it's hot and you're outside, and sometimes you sit down, and it's happened to all of us where you're just like, and you nod off for a second. So, but that was a funny little thing that happened today, that day, I should say.
I remember this one summer.
I'll tell you what. There's another trick called threading the needle. I used to do it with Claire and Mitch when they were kids. You want to try it?
How's it go?
You grab one of those hoops over there and go to the far, far, far end of the field and stand there, and I fly the plane through it.
That sounds
Can't
awesome.
go far enough.
And then I get a chance flying it?
No.
Okay. How's this?
Not far enough. Go on.
Okay, further down.
You can't go too far.
You can't go too far. That's one of my go-tos on a set, as a slight insult. They're like, hey, I'm gonna go to Crafty, check it out. I'll be like, you can't go too far. Go. Can't go far enough. So it was a play off of that joke. It's still in my repertoire. I use it everywhere. I think it's a funny little, backhanded thing. You can't go far enough.
Right, okay, I get it. I get it.
What a great wide.
How's this?
Good. Now stand still. Don't move.
Okay, let's do it. Woo! Woo! I
I love it. That's so good. That right there, special effects, visual effects, did such a good job. And Ty did such a good job. That looked seamless. And what it was that we had Ty standing there with the hoop. And then we'd say hit, and he'd pretend to get hit and fall down. And then we would put a green screen dummy in. It was just a head and a little bit of a body, and we flew the plane into it. But look how seamless that they did this. I mean, it looks perfect. And this, this was a while. What was this, 2009? This was a while. And I mean, what a great job by visual effects and special effects.
Good. Now stand still.
Excellent.
Don't
it looks
move.
seamless.
Okay, let's do it. Woo! Woo!
My circle, on the other hand, doesn't look as good. Oh, so good. So good. He's such a gifted physical comedian. He's gifted at comedian, period.
Didn't move.
Try not to talk. I want to make sure nothing's broken.
Style. So anyways, after charades, we went out for coffee, and I learned that he loves art. He plays the piano. He speaks French.
Okay.
So, I misjudged him.
Yeah, I'm sort of like Costco. I'm big, I'm not fancy, and I dare you to not like me.
Yeah, and I'm kind of more like that, what is the name of that little shop we went to in Paris?
You are such a snob. Casablanca.
Great. So good. And that ending was not in that interview. I'm almost sure. I think that was a little ad that the boys did at the end there and played perfectly. Well.
You okay?
Gloria, thank God you're here.
You can see there's just a small amount of paintings on the backside wall there. And as the years progress, Claire actually, I believe, was the first to do it. Added some more paintings, and so we filled up that whole wall.
Wasn't my fault.
Oh, I have seen you thread the needle a million times. You never miss.
Yeah, I must be getting old.
Why don't you just admit it? You never liked Phil. And put that down. You do not get a cookie.
I like Phil. It's just that sometimes he tries.
Julie's inability to hit.
It's just kind of.
So, Julie, God bless her soul, uh, has no has no filter, which is that's well known. But she actually has no filter in her ability to hit. She just full out hits people. So you watch that there. She absolutely smacked the heck out of Ed's arm right there, and Ty would get it the worst when Julie had to hit him. He'd end up bruised a couple occasions because he just doesn't have the ability to pull her punches.
Irritating.
Okay, maybe he tries too hard because you make zero effort with him. You know what? In the 16 years that we've been married, have you one time told him that you liked him?
Not in those exact words, no.
Not in any words, Dad. What do you think that makes me feel?
You've never told your son that you love him?
Whoa, when did we jump to love? And he's technically not my son.
Huh? So that means that you don't love Manny either?
Sure I do. I mean, believe me, when I was in that park, I really wish Manny was there.
For what? So that you could fly the plane into his head? Huh?
Dad, thanks so much for bringing Phil home. I found one of your little flaps in his hair, so...
Actually, this is called an aileron. It controls the
Because that's what
horizontal.
matters right now. Bye, Dad.
It's a good shot. Ed in the foreground, over to Julie. It was a nice shot.
Hey, Phil.
Jay.
Oh, what do you made of China?
What do you mean, China?
Phil, I just want you to know I'm sorry.
Ah,
And whether I missed or you moved,
I didn't.
either way, I just want to say that I like you.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you like about me?
You're a nice guy. Try real hard.
I do.
You're a good dad.
I am a good dad. Come here. Come here, you. Oh. This feels so right. Oh.
What's going on?
There was a little accident, but Jay's telling Phil how much he loves him.
Oh, well, that's nice for Phil.
Yeah, that's great, since he's never said anything like that to my boyfriend.
Let it go.
No, it's not okay.
Oh, Mitch is right. You go in there too. Come on.
You're kidding.
Jay.
I'm gonna get this.
endings make
okay.
show. That was a Chris Lloyd special right there. It was his favorite saying, and you could the endings of the show make it to him. So, and you can see it here. I believe he was a writer on this. I think this was I feel like this was a Chris Lloyd, but maybe some other people, because in the early days, I think there was a couple of 2 or 3 writers on each. So.
Get in here.
Oh,
Oh,
say
yeah.
it, say it.
I like you too, Cam.
What do you like about him?
Oh, jeez.
Where did you get the camera?
Only the greatest store on earth.
Thanks, Dad.
Manny, picture.
It's such a wonderful
Get in there
ending.
too.
Get in here, mi amigo.
Stay still, say cheese.
No, push it.
Picture.
Cheese.
Queso.
Julie does a nice job there. It's so
I feel
good.
like his arms could go around the world.
Oh, I think I strained something.
So that's a great ending. Great job.
I always wanted a daughter. To dress her up in pretty dresses, do her hair, her nails, her makeup. No one knows this, but for the first year of his life, I made up money like a girl and told everybody that he was my daughter. But just for a few times. I didn't want to mess with his head. When he found the pictures, I told him that it was his twin sister who died.
Oh, such a good tag. Such a good tag. Oh, that was great. That was fantastic, guys. Hey, jump down in the comments. Tell me what your favorite line of the episode was, or what your favorite moment or scene was. And thanks. I think we had a good time today. I hope you had a good time. So, see you on the next one, and until we meet again, I guess, huh? See ya.